Hey, hi guys. This is John here. I haven't talked to you for a while. I did post a short video, but I deleted it because it was, I don't know. I was at a hotel resort, and for some reason the sun was shining right in my eye. Had my eyes closed, so I decided just to make this video when I get back. But what I wanted to do is give you kind of an update of what's going on lately, and a couple of things. Number one, I haven't done a few of the vintage camera stuff yet with Mr. Wu, as we're trying to acquire some more of those esoteric and vintage cameras, as they're a bit difficult to come by because they belong to collectors, and some are kind of paranoid about letting us take a look. So we'll get there. I think we got a couple lined up. I think a black version F2 Nikon and a very particular or peculiar context from back in the day, where the digital camera could autofocus itself by moving the sensor back and forth. I don't know if you guys remember that, but apparently a collector has got one, so we're kind of anxious to check that out. On another note, let's see what else is going on. I've been really busy taking pictures and whatnot. And as you can see, I did post a couple of pictures or videos of an event I went to in Phuket, Thailand, where they celebrate the Nine Emperors Festival, in which the Taoist gods come back to Earth and kind of have a good time on the real world as it is. And then the devotees go out and try to entertain by doing all this crazy stuff. And it's done in a few major cities in Southeast Asia, but particularly Phuket, Thailand, where there's a lot of Taoists there, and where they start piercing themselves and doing all kinds of crazy gimmicks. And I was surprised that quite a few people enjoyed that video. But what was interesting is that my wife and I went, and it is a real intense event. They're throwing explosives and firecrackers and whatnot at you, and it's extremely explosive environment, and very, very dangerous, where there's a lot of fire and stuff. So, but my wife and I go with a group of guys and other photographers, and we get right into it. It's the only way, and we use very, very wide angle lens, because you want to show the emotions of it. But at the same time, you come back with scars from the explosives hitting you and burning you. I've destroyed a few shirts and camera bags from that, where they just literally throw 100 of these roll of firecrackers right at you, and you better get out of the way. So to protect yourselves, we have an extensive amount of gear with face masks and respirators, because the gunpowder smoke is so thick that you start to choke on it. It's not for the faint heart. I don't really recommend. Something I'm used to. I've done it for a couple of years, and then my wife, she's been, I mean, if she sees a photo opportunity, she's in all the way. I think she'd make a pretty good war photographer, actually, but I'm not going to let that happen. Anyway, I did post those videos, but if you want to see the stills, they're pretty stunning, so you let me know. Number two, the gear I used was the Nikon ZX, not ZX, what is it? Z6 III. And I must say, this thing was unbelievable. It took the punishment beyond. I mean, there was firecrackers exploding in it, on it, everywhere, and it kept on ticking. And in low light situation, at 20 frames per second, it nailed 99% of the pictures at ISO 4000. Great pictures, clean. And I used a 1430 and a 24-120, which is perfect. Now, what I did to protect the camera is I took gaffer tape and I taped it all up. It almost looked like a mummy. But at the end of the 4 days, it was just covered in gunpowder and explosive material. But I must say, that camera, I don't care what anybody says. Nobody on this planet has taken that camera through what I've taken it through. And all those naysayers out there about dynamic range and all this other bullshit, give me a break, man. I do this for a living. I get cover shots, and this thing rocks. This thing, absolutely flawless. Don't even need a backup camera. The video I took was using a DJI Pocket 3 just for convenience sakes. I'm not a real good videographer using mirrorless DSLR type cameras, so the DJI worked perfectly. So in that respect, it was a lot of fun, and I definitely had the right gear for it. On the other hand, what else is there that's going on? So yeah, so I'll be doing a couple of more of those, and I also wanted to ask you guys now, what do you want? You know, it's tough to come out with these vintage type cameras because well, they're old and some are pretty bashed up, and they're hard to come by because a collector. There's only a couple collectors here that had the hindsight to collect all these beautiful old cameras from the 60s and 70s. So let me know what else you'd like to see. Some digital stuff. I don't do much reviewing because I'm not very good with the technical stuff, but I can do that. Now I'm going to do kind of like a hands-on with medium format digital cameras because I have a whole extensive array of Hasselblad X2D 907s. And all the lenses, and I also have the GFX Fuji GFX 100 II and the GFX 100 S2 with all the lenses, so I can do a really, really good comparison with that. So if you're interested in that, I can do it. The last one I did was on the Hasselblad, which is a few months ago. That went to about 29,000 views and still counting, so it was kind of popular. So let me know in the comments what you want. Like and subscribe because it's important so I can bring this stuff to you. And no, I don't take cameras from suppliers, brands, and review them because I feel like I buy my stuff. If it works, it works, and I'll let you know if it works, and I'll let you know if it doesn't. But I'm not going to do the you know, oh, this is the best camera in the world stuff, and I've only owned it or used it rather for a few days. So that don't work. It doesn't play in my playbook. I'll just give you the honest thing. But I'm not the technical type. I don't pixel peep. I use the camera as a tool to get my work done and get cover shots and do editorial and commercial work. And I use the tools to get it done, and I know why I use it. The technical stuff that most of these amateur guys do, who own it or use it for a few days and return it, they're clueless. Let me tell you, I've been in this game for 30 years. I use them all. In fact, I probably have them all. So trust me on that. All right? And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Okay, guys? So, let's see what we can come up with, and looking forward to your comments. All right. Take it easy. Later. Bye.